Imagine you're an insect, lured to a plant by no particular reason. You investigate one false move, and you're gone forever. That's not an atypical story in my research, because I research the interaction between insects, plants, and the microbes that live inside. Now, at first glance, the pitcher plant looks like any other plant. It's green, it photosynthesizes, gets its energy from the sun, water from the roots, but it lives in nutrient-deficient environments. This means that it has to supplement it somehow. It does so through carnivory. Now, this is where things get interesting, because don't let pop culture fool you. There's no deadly acid or pointed teeth or anything like that. Instead, it relies on a host of different organisms that have to come together, work together to start breaking things down. Large organisms, relatively large in this case, break things down by shredding them apart, whereas the smaller organisms do the more workhorse method and digest them entirely. This is where my research comes in, because I go into what I like to call the field office, up north, about an hour away, and sample from two different bogs, Cedarburg and Sampa Bog, collecting the pitcher fluid and looking for the DNA inside that fluid, where I have found 4 things of great interest. First, those larger organisms, they're abundant. Not only is there prey, but there's also some of these food web members, or things that help shred apart material. Some of these things you've heard of before, like mosquito larvae and ants. Others maybe not so much, like rotifers and chytrids. There's also microbes inside these plants, where you have the actual digestion going on, and these are diverse. One pitcher, now that one pitcher actually has the digestive capability to produce a lot of different enzymes, and the diversity is very intense. One pitcher is equal to the entire diversity of all of Lake Michigan. The enzymes produced by the microbes are not too different from what is inside our own bodies. This means that these plants effectively farm the microbes to help digest the nutrients. Lastly, take all this stuff and pile it together, and each one of these individual pitchers represents a unique ecosystem, an entire community contained in just a couple ounces of fluid. This is particularly important for the next time you may go outside and you realize that it might be best to avoid becoming plant food. Thank you for your time.